Ripple CEO issues shock $5 trillion US. Crypto price prediction amid Bitcoin halving pump that's boosted Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin. In a surprising prediction, the chief executive officer of Ripple has stated that the value of cryptocurrencies in the United States will surpass $5 trillion in the very near future. This statement was made by Ripple. The most recent announcement made by Ripple is the source of this prediction. These allegations come at a time when the Bitcoin halving pump is operating at full capacity, and they are quite intriguing by their very nature. Dogecoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana are some of the other cryptocurrencies that fall under this category. It is not the only cryptocurrency that can be utilized. Other cryptocurrencies are also included in this category. Ripple's XRP 0.0% has had a difficult time keeping up with the rising price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies over the course of the previous year, yet XRP has still increased by 20% as a result of the decision made by the Federal Reserve to prime traders. This is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve decided to prime traders. This is because the Federal Reserve has made the decision to prime traders, which is the reason for this event. As a result of the choice that was taken regarding monetary policy, this particular occurrence took place. Now is the perfect time to sign up with Rob Crypto if you are interested in subscribing to the service. If you are interested in subscribing, click here immediately. Become familiar with the blockchain superstars that are on the verge of witnessing gains of 1,000% or more in anticipation of the approaching halving of the quantity of Bitcoin. It is predicted that the whole market for cryptocurrencies like as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin has reached more than $3 trillion during the course of the previous year. Additionally, the market for Dogecoin has reached more than $3 trillion. In comparison to the data from the previous year, this reflects a rise that is more than 3 times more than what was experienced. After taking all of this into account, it is generally accepted that the entire worth of the market is somewhere in the area of $3 trillion. Investors are getting ready for yet another earthquake that is occurring in China, which is currently experiencing an earthquake. China is experiencing the earthquake that is currently occurring. Before the year 2024 comes to a conclusion, it is possible that the market for cryptocurrencies might increase by a factor of 3, as stated by Brad Garlinghouse, chief executive officer of Ripple, the company that was responsible for the formation of XRP. Garlinghouse believes that this is a possibility with a high degree of probability. Specifically, this is the forecast that Garlinghouse anticipated. This revelation comes at a time when the market is going through a period of volatility that has never been seen before. At the same time, statistics on the value of cryptocurrencies may indicate that the price of Bitcoin may be on the verge of achieving its highest level in the history of the cryptocurrency market. This is a time when the market is experiencing increased volatility. It is easily predicted that the overall market cap of the cryptocurrency industry will double by the end of this year, as it is impacted by all of these macro factors, Garlinghouse said in an interview with CNBC. The market cap of the cryptocurrency industry is expected to double by the end of this year. At the time that he made this statement, he was making a reference to a significant change that was anticipated to take place by the Federal Reserve, an immediate reduction in the supply of Bitcoin, and a surge of favorable regulatory momentum in the United States with authorities. It was at the same time that all of these events took place. One of the things actually I'll say on the macro tailwinds for the industry, I think we will get more clarity in the United States, Garlinghouse said in response to a question that was directed toward reporters. I think we will get more clarity in the United States specifically. Garlinghouse offered an explanation for the situation. Even though it continues to be the largest economy in the world by a significant margin, the United States of America has, unfortunately, been one of the regions that has been the least welcoming to cryptocurrencies. This is despite the fact that it continues to be the second largest economy in the world. To add insult to injury, I am of the belief that this is going to start to alter in the not too distant future. I am of the opinion that this is the case. It is my belief that this is the situation that exists. Despite the fact that it has been going on for quite some time, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) of the United States of America is still engaged in a drawn-out legal battle with Ripple about the retail sale of XRP. This conflict has been going on for quite some time. As stated in the announcement, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) is apparently planning to levy a fine against the firm in the amount of $2 billion. This is according to the statement. This endeavor was attempted at the beginning of this month. It was a successful attempt. On the other hand, Garlinghouse has already expressed his belief that the compensation will be in the millions of dollars, and he has acknowledged that he is considering this possibility. Throughout the entirety of the process, he has continuously maintained this viewpoint. The statement that Garlinghouse provided in answer to the questions that were asked by the reporters was as follows: "I've been around this industry for a long time, and I've seen these trends come and go. I have a perspective that may be described as optimistic or fairly positive when it comes to life in general. The very first time that true institutional money is being driven by macro trends, which are events that take place on a larger scale and include exchange-traded funds, This is the very first time that this has ever happened. If I were to speculate, I would have to say that these macro trends are the ones that are driving the money that is being used by actual institutions. In the event that I were to conjecture, this is what I would say. As of the beginning of this year, the price of Bitcoin has already surged as a consequence of the launch of a number of exchange-traded funds ETFs that are based on the spot price of Bitcoin on Wall Street. This release has been highly anticipated for a considerable amount of time. In this particular instance, this is the case due to the fact that exchange-traded funds ETFs are dependent on the position of Bitcoin on Wall Street. Because investors have been pouring money into these exchange-traded funds ETFs, a significant amount of Bitcoin has been amassed by these ETFs, which has led to an increase in the price of Bitcoin. This has caused the price of Bitcoin to climb. This has resulted in a significant increase in the price of Bitcoin. Everyone's attention is currently focused on the impending reduction of the supply of Bitcoin by 50%, which is the topic that everyone is spending their attention on at the moment. The production cut of Bitcoin is slated to go into effect on April 18th, which will be the fourth time that this particular production cut has been imposed for the cryptocurrency. These cuts will be enforced for the fourth time. Through the use of this method, Bitcoin will be divided in half once more, making this the fourth time that this particular procedure has been carried out. As a direct result of this, the quantity of newly allocated Bitcoins to so-called miners, who are responsible for the maintenance of the network, would reduce from 6.25 Bitcoins to 3.125 Bitcoins. Miners are the individuals who are responsible for maintaining the network. The individuals who are responsible for the maintenance of the Bitcoin network are known as miners. It is the job of miners, who are responsible for the maintenance of the network, to ensure that it is consistently maintained. The following is what Garlinghouse himself has to say about the situation. According to what he has said, you are observing that drives demand, and at the same time that demand is increasing, supply is decreasing. That doesn't take an economics major to tell you what happens when supply contracts and demand expands. It had occurred for the first time the week before, which was the prior week, when it was reported that Ripple would be launching its very own dollar-pegged stablecoin in the year 2018. The cryptocurrency industry was immediately overcome with a sense of astonishment. This was the moment when the announcement was made. At this very moment, it is anticipated that the stablecoin will finally make its debut on the Ethereum blockchain as well as the XRP ledger. This will be the very first time that it has ever been seen on either record. On both of these blockchains, this is the situation that exists.